Okay, I'm going to show you how to create a Gantt chart with progress indicators in Excel 2007. And as you can see, I already have some information filled out here. We just have a list of tasks, a start date, duration, and a percent complete, and days complete, days left to complete, and an end date. So if you want to create one of these, just fill out some information like I have here. And the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to format these as a table. So we're just going to select our cells here, and we're going to go to Format as Table. And you can choose on any one of these styles here that you want to use. We're just going to choose that one. And when this box pops up, make sure that My Table has Headers option is selected, and click OK. And you'll notice you get these little filter arrows that pop up here. We're just going to get rid of those by going up here to Data. And then we're going to click on Filter. Okay, and then what we're going to want to do is come down here and we're going to fill in a formula for days complete. And to do that, we're just going to type =, sum, and then we're going to select our duration for our first number here. And we're going to multiply that by the percent complete. And you'll notice the formula automatically fills down through our table for us. And we're going to do the same thing over here for days left to complete. We're going to add another formula. Same thing, we're going to use the sum function. Only this time we're going to select the duration, and we're going to subtract the days complete. And that formula is copied down through for us as well. So what we're going to want to do next is we're going to add another formula for the end date. We're just going to add sum again, and we're going to add the start date plus the duration. Now you'll notice these are just a bunch of numbers here right now. They don't look like dates. We need to format those, so we're just going to go to the Home, and then over here in the number format area, we're just going to come down and choose short date, and then you'll see our dates listed here. Now I formatted this as a table for a reason. I'm going to show you why. It's a little bit easier to maintain if you want to add some information later on. Say we want to add another task. Now when I tab over, it automatically adds it onto the table, and our formulas are copied down. And if you already have your chart set up, you can use some VBA code or some other macros, and you can have it automatically adjust certain things. So it's just a little thing that makes it a little bit easier. Alright, so let's add another start date in here. And we'll give it 10 days. Alright, so you notice our calculated cells here automatically figured out the rest here for us. So the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to insert a chart. So we're just going to go up here to Insert, and we're going to go over here to Bar. And you're going to want to choose on the stacked bar chart. And then we'll get a blank chart here. We're just going to move this down here out of the way, and we'll resize it here a little bit. Alright, the next thing you need to do is select some data. So we're just going to go up here and select Data, and you'll get a little box here that pops up. We just need to add some series here, so we're going to click Add, and for the series name, we're just going to choose the start date cell, and for the series values, we're just going to clear that out, and we're going to choose our range of dates, and just click OK. Now we're going to add another one, so click Add, and we're going to add the days complete, so we're going to select that cell, and then for the series values, we're just going to clear that out again, and we're going to select our series for that column. Click OK again, and we're going to add one more, and this is going to be the days left to complete. And we'll just clear this out again. Same thing, we're going to select our range of cells here that has our data. And then we're just going to click OK again. Now over here on this side, it doesn't show our tasks, and we need them to show that. So we're just going to choose Edit, and then we're just going to select the range here. We'll come over here and select all of our tasks, and just press Enter, and then click OK. Now you'll notice all of our tasks are over here. So we're just going to click OK and close this box out. And then on our chart, you'll see our legend over here. We're just going to delete that because we don't need that. Alright, so now over here on the side we have our list of tasks, but they're not really going in the right order. So what we're going to do is format that. So just right click and we're going to choose Format Axis. And in this box that pops up, you're going to see this item here, Categories in Reverse Order. You want to check that box, and then we're just going to close this. And then you'll see our tasks are in order now. And the next thing we're going to want to do is we need to get rid of this stuff here in the front because we don't want to see that. So just select that, right click, Format Data Series, and then we're just going to go to Fill. And then you're going to select the option here that says No Fill. And then we'll click Close. Alright, so now you can see it's starting to look a little more like a Gantt chart here now. Okay, so the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get rid of all this empty space here in front, and we've got some empty space here at the end. We're going to get rid of that too. So to do that, we need to set our dates in this chart. And we need to come up here and choose our first start date here. And what we're going to do is come over here to the number, and we're going to choose comma style, and it's going to display a number here. And we need to remember what this number is because we're going to enter it into our chart, and I'll show you where. So we have 40,544. So we're just going to undo this. And then we're going to right click on our dates, Format Axes, and then we're going to come up here and choose on Fixed here. And we're just going to change this to match that number, 40,544. And then we'll click Close. Now you'll notice all of our space here that was at the front is now gone. So now we're going to do the same thing with the space over here. Well, we're going to choose the last date that we have. Again, we'll choose the comma style. And we have 40,573. So we're just going to undo that. Same thing, right click on date, Format Axes. And we're going to go to Fixed. And then we're just going to change this to match our number, 40,573. So now we're just going to click Close. And you'll notice all the empty space there is gone. Our chart now ends right here where our graph ends. Okay, so next, why don't we come up here and we're going to enter some data here for percent complete, just so we can see the graph changing. Alright, you'll notice this here, we don't have this as a percent yet, so we need to format that. So we'll come up here and we're just going to click on percent, and it's going to change this. And we need to take a couple of zeros out here because we didn't format it ahead of time. Alright, that looks a little better. Okay, so now you can see down here in the bottom, part of it is red here. That's showing our percent complete that we have. We have 75% of it, so it's going to be showing red. And the percent we have left is going to be showing green. So we'll just change a couple here on the other ones. And then you can see how they change down here. Now if you want to make it look a little fancier, you can choose on these data series. And then we're just going to come up here to Format. And then over here in the Shape Styles, just click the More button. And you can select any one of these that you like. We'll just go with this one here. And then we'll do the same thing with the other set. We'll select that one. And then we're just going to choose another style here. Alright, so now we have more of a 3D looking green and blue bars. And that is pretty much how you make a Gantt chart in Excel 2007 that shows you your progress of your project.